I gotta end up doing the intro here soon. I gotta. Oh, meat sauce. Welcome to the Meat Sauce Podcast. Meat Sauce Podcast is kind of a podcast. I was wanting to wait for another time to do it. I wanted to do it in a separate place, in a whole like studio. Wait till I get all that shit perfected. But you know what? It's a better idea to do it just right now. Why not? Why not? So yeah, under equipped, but we're gonna get a lot more shit for it, make it better. Now I'm planning on have guests on in the future, but you know, I think it is a. I think we're just gonna go ahead and get this shit started. It's not a bad idea. I kind of want to talk about what the fuck do I want to talk about? So the submarine, right? It's a hot topic. A lot of people are talking about it. I've heard from some people, it's not real. It's not real. I've heard a couple of things about it not being real, and there's plausible things about it. You know, it might not be real. Caleb, if you want to, we can go ahead and watch this Ocean Gate Titan tragedy. We can see how that goes.
Catastrophic implosion. The unthinkable became all too real this past
Keep it at the
week
same volume it was.
as we learned of the fate of undersea explorer Stockton Rush's Titan submersible on its way to the Atlantic grave of the Titanic.
So yeah, it's supposed to. It's 20 hours. I've heard it was supposed to be like 20 hours to get down there. First of all, why would you pay $250,000 to go see the Titanic? I understand, but there are sea monsters down there. I want you to understand that. I think the Titanic, I think a fucking sea monster got it, because an iceberg? An iceberg? Do you think an iceberg did that to the Titanic?
We don't know yet. I mean, we do know, but I don't believe it. Really,
You don't believe it?
No, especially with a big ship like that. There's no way. But it was a really big iceberg.
It must have been a really big iceberg. Actually, I recant my statement. I've recently seen a comparison photo of the Titanic, and it was compared to a cruise ship. Can you go Google real quick and look up that photo of the Titanic comparison of the to the cruise ship? Because the cruise ship is a lot bigger. Titanic comparison. Yeah, it should be right there. Got a little shaking on the camera. So yeah, that's evidently what a fucking cruise ship looks like. That's high seas cruising. Look at that shit. A cruise ship is that much bigger. I kind of understand now why the iceberg theory is, or the fact that the iceberg took down the Titanic. But you know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. I still think a sea monster took it down. I thought that since I was little. It's my head canon. I mean, there were some survivors of the Titanic, actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much people was on the Titanic versus how much people are on this? Imagine this went down instead of the Titanic. Imagine this going down.
Yeah, that would be tragic as fuck, because there's a lot of fucking people on there.
They're so much bigger for nothing.
I actually seen this TikTok recently of a dude who was he was on the Titanic. I mean, not the Titanic. He was on a cruise ship by himself. The staff and everybody were there, but it was this guy's TikTok account from a couple of years ago. I want to say he was he was on the cruise ship by himself. He got to do all the shit there. All the events were still going on. The staff was kept it going, and he was just having a fucking time, dude. I haven't been on a cruise ship yet. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like a fun thing, but the ocean scares me. I'm scared of the ocean. The ocean will eat me up and not even shit me out. It will keep me there, and I do not want that to happen.
All that scary stuff in the ocean, You really think I'm gonna go in there?
I wouldn't fucking go in there. I will go in a pool. I'll go in a fucking pool, but the ocean, I mean, I'll be in the shallow end of the fucking ocean. I'll have where your feet can fucking touch. But any farther than that, I can't go to like the fucking, what is it called? The fucking, the sand, the elevated part that's all the way out there, you know? It's like a little tiny beach, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's resume this video and keep watching.
Questions the second guessing, David Pogue tells us, are likely to continue for a long time to come.
This guy. It was a fucking Logitech controller, bro.
Summer, a company called OceanGate invited Sunday Morning to join an expedition to the Titanic. At the time, I was thrilled.
You don't gotta
Next
pause
time
it.
I come out of
Unless
this
I tell you
doorway,
to pause it, you don't
I'll
have to
either
worry
be a
about that.
changed man forever or cursing the bad weather.
As the whole world knows now, OceanGate's business was taking adventure seekers on these Titanic dives
Well, we're sitting on the Titanic. We are on the Titanic.
for
shit's insane.
$250,000 a ticket on a one-of-a-kind carbon fiber submersible
$250,000
called
is way
the
too much,
Titan.
dude.
Carbon fiber is a great material. It's better than titanium. It's better than a lot of other materials.
This is Stockton Rush,
Stockton
the CEO
Rush.
of OceanGate and the designer of the sub.
See, that
Last
shit
Sunday,
has supposedly been on
as
a
he was
bunch of
piloting
fucking
the
other
sub
dives.
to the
It's
Titanic,
insane.
it
And it
imploded,
fucking imploded?
killing him and his 4 passengers.
I actually go back a little bit to
It imploded.
5.
Killing him and his 4 passengers.
I feel bad. I really do feel bad about them, especially him. He was just only a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real tragedy. Unless it isn't real, which that's not my theory. I'm not gonna go in depth on that theory. It's not mine.
What happened? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could have been the water and the just oxygen. It was down there for a long time.
Supposedly a NASA radar picked up on a sound that could have been the implosion. Right when they lost contact. The Titan lost contact with headquarters or wherever the fuck. Supposedly a NASA radar or some shit like that picked up on a sound at the same time, a little bit after, and they're saying that might have been it. That was days ago before they realized it imploded. I actually seen, I think it was on Twitter, I saw a picture of, I guess it was pictures from when they were trying to find the Titan, and you can see the fucking Logitech gaming controller. It survived, and it was in the sand. It was in the fucking sand. You could see it there.
I heard that they, you know how they told us about them dying Sunday, I think? I don't know when they told us, but I heard that
Thursday?
they kept it from us for like a couple of days. They died way before even Thursday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened on the day that they said they lost contact, which was on Sunday. That's what's being implied. My thing with the sand, the Logitech game controller, and it's still in the sand. If that's actually a real picture of the controller from the Titan, how are you gonna say that the submarine imploded and instantly just destroyed everything in it, and there's nothing left? How did the gaming controller survive? Why is it still there?
Why is it on the sand? I seen a video of apparently the controller. They zoomed in the picture, and it was apparently the controller. You know, because you know how the sticks look like little cones on the triggers. It was in the sand. It looked like it was in the sand.
Doesn't make sense to me.
We spent 9 days at sea with Rush last summer, and in wake of the tragic news, we thought you might like to see more of what we saw and hear more of what Stockton Rush said.
We can go ahead and get off this video. By the time this episode even comes out, this will probably be forgotten about in about a week, maybe. It's not going to be forgotten about, but it's not really going to be talked about. It's still a tragedy, none the other, unless it's not real. Let's see what we got here. James Cameron talks about the Titan. I really don't want to watch that, honestly. I want to read off some of this stuff. The Flash. Oh. So, nah, we can, I just want to talk about the Flash real quick. I haven't seen The Flash. Spoiler, I'm going to talk about spoilers for it, though. If you haven't seen the movie yet, which will be probably sad, I haven't seen the movie yet myself. I'm not going to. I know, yes, yeah. If you don't want to be spoiled, then you're watching this. Stop right now. Go ahead a little bit. Maybe I'll put up a little timestamp to see, to show you where the spoiler-free talk is. So The Flash. I was really excited for it. Ezra Miller is a bit of a topic, though, because Ezra Miller did a lot of bad shit. He was involved in a lot of bad shit. I don't understand why he still had a movie coming on. It's weird. It's weird. But anyways, The Flash is, from what I've seen, very bad. I've heard it's really good, but the scenes I've seen from it looks absolutely dog shit. I'm sorry. I personally don't want to go see it. I've already seen a lot of spoilers for it, so it's kind of pointless. When I saw what the CGI in the movie was, with some certain cameos, and this is where it gets a little bit spoilery. Caleb, do you care if I spoil The Flash for you? All right. Nicolas Cage's Superman makes a return. So did Christopher Reeve's Superman. Bunch of different fucking variations of Superman, Batman, The Flash. But the CGI looks absolutely dog shit. And I say that because when I first saw it, I thought, this looks like a fucking game from 2008. It looks like a Dude, if you went back and played fucking Mortal Kombat versus DC, that's the same. It's the same graphics. It looks like it's from that game. It's bad. Yeah, we'll just end that little spoiler fucking talk right there about The Flash. Aliens. Yeah, it's a good topic because it's blowing up right now. It's been blowing up for a while, and it's weird to see it like that because that used to be a thing that people. You could probably look up some shit. Ops. Oh yeah, there was a UFO that supposedly crashed into someone's backyard recently, and it was caught on body cam. They went to the residence where it happened, and I remember they had to cut the video and not show it to public because it's like some kind of classified evidence. But there was also some supposed video released that was actually in the backyard and supposedly shows the alien. It's hard to believe a lot of stuff on the internet now because there's AI, there's just a lot of fake shit out there. The internet has become such a big fucking place, and you don't really know what's true anymore. But let's watch this video real quick.
It's just the whole video is confusing, but like it's on body cam. I mean, it's a cop body cam. Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
Everyone thought a shooting star. Then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
Remember that family in Las Vegas that claimed a UFO landed in their backyard and say they saw an alien? Well, if they decide to come back, the police want to have more evidence. They set up cameras in the yard of the family who made the original 911 call. Sources close to the investigation said they do not believe the call was a hoax.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel.
So this video was just pretty much saying, hey, this happened. Let's see if we can find the actual video like of the body cam. Let's see. This is all ABC stuff. They might not have. They like to put their own shit on there and just be like, hey, this fucking happened. planning for this episode to be like a shorter episode. Not gonna do long ass videos or episodes to start with. Just want to consistently produce some content, get out of my fucking my comfort zone. But yeah, you can go ahead and play this. You don't have
Thank
to
you.
worry about pausing.
During the April 30th incident, the family told police that they had seen a skinny creature, 8 to 10 feet tall, not normal, not human. They wanted to make sure it wasn't human. So a glowing green light streaking across the sky was captured on the body cam of a Las Vegas police officer shortly before midnight on April 30th. Police responded to the family's home but found nothing, which obviously means the aliens are now headed to Melvin's house. The Las Vegas Police Department says the new cameras are to protect the family from harm or harassment from the public.
I don't know. I personally think it wasn't aliens that landed back there. It's probably just some weird light that they saw, and then the creature they saw in the backyard. I kind of think that was my Uncle Dan. He's a weird guy. He's really tall. They said 8 to 10 feet. That fits his description. Is there not like a video of the actual?
I know what video it is, but I can't find it unless I do a original.
Just look up body cam footage. I think might be able to find it there.
That's not how you spell
I
original.
can't see it. I can't see it. Bro, I'm having trouble.
You spelled it the same way.
Help me out.
Oh, Ringle.
Help me out.
Sounds like a sex position.
ORIGINAL. Good job, bud. Shit.
Just talking about the cameras they put on after. This looks like body cam footage.
It's the report of an alien sighting at a Las Vegas home that is reverberating around the world.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
In a city of unusual sights, this one sticks out.
Las Vegas police with 911 call.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the #1 talk right now. I mean, it's believable or not.
Seriously.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to clarify. I do not have an Uncle Dan. My theory was not a true theory about the aliens. I do not have a Uncle Dan.
See, they was in another like call.
Last month's incident was triggered when a mysterious fireball fell from the sky, caught on a cop's body.
It's weird. As soon as it happened, they got a call about that person calling about the alien.
True.
There appears to be little doubt that there was something in the sky that night. The question is, was it extraterrestrial, and will we ever get a definitive answer? I returned to the Las Vegas home to try to find out more.
Let's pause it for a little bit. I think we're gonna get a definitive answer. I personally think that. Call me crazy or not, the light's flickering. Call me crazy. I think aliens are real. They are fucking real. They have to be real. I personally have experiences of my own that I've seen, which may have not been aliens, but whatever. I think they were. But I've seen a lot of theories on this shit, and I kind of can just like single it out to just a few that could be true. I think they are underwater as well. Have to be underwater.
I mean, it's kind of weird how the cops show up and they just left.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like there's like a thing they came out of and left it in the yard. Like maybe they're not just telling us what actually happened.
Well, like I said, like they had to cut the part where the cops go into the backyard, and they had to classify it.
Definitely something.
Something was back there.
There's definitely something somewhere that came from it.
If it wasn't the actual aliens, because I feel like it would have been much of a big deal if the cops had seen the actual aliens, there may have been a ship that was still back there. And the motherfuckers in the government, they'll clean that shit fast as fuck because they don't want nobody seeing it.
It's unusual activity. I mean, the cop, one of the cops said in the video, in the original, I remember it, he said his partner seen it happen. That was his partner's body cam. He was looking at it.
Yeah, the body cam caught the actual like shit coming down. Oh, so I just thought about this. The light in this video, right? It's green. It's like a green meteor. It was, I think, on the 23rd of June. There was a bunch of dash cams in China that caught a light that was very similar to that. It was a green, like the same kind of green light. Let's see if we can find that video real quick of all those dash cams. Bless you, sir. Bless you. So look up China green light in the sky. Because I think it was on Twitter I saw there were green lights in the sky in China. Yeah, that. See, that looked like the same green light that was in the body cam, right?
They did. That's literally like the exact same color.
And this was in China.
So like, what is? We don't know what this really is.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be government shit. Could be an alien spacecraft, which this would correspond with the body cam footage because it's like the same green light falling out of the sky. And this isn't like the only one that caught it. This is like multiple dash cams. Like multiple cars saw this shit. That guy on the side of the road was fucking pointing at it.
This is coming from anywhere, like really, and this is like multiple.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't even know what it is. I mean,
it's crazy.
It's bright.
It is bright as hell.
And where is it coming down from, and where? Like,
I may be dumb. Like I am very much dumb. I'm a dumbass. But I don't think there's any like. I'm pretty sure meteorites don't glow green like that.
no.
And I mean,
Plus
still.
it would destroy their backyard.
Yeah. Still, the green light from the other video of the body cam. I mean, it's the same one. This could be another alien spacecraft. I fully believe in that.
Have you seen those videos and stuff about people seeing like dots in the sky?
Oh yeah, I follow like shit on Twitter where I see a lot of UFO shit. Like I see a bunch of UFO, like the new UFO evidence, old UFO evidence that people will have, and it gets better and better every day. Like this shit looks realistic.
This alien theories and everything has lasted like it's been around for a long time.
It's been around.
Now it's just like it's happening more, and it's like stuff that's believable.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in the 2000s, it's like before 2020, that's just been like a theory that everybody talk about. And now it's just like it's actual something to talk about because we're actually seeing like different stuff happen.
Yeah.
Actually believing it, and actually, that's just me though.
There's a lot of things that's going on around that topic though, because I fully believe that the government would stage like a Project Blue Book type thing where they I think it's called Project Blue Book, where they have holograms and shit and just fake an alien invasion just to put the fear into the citizens of Earth and control us, which they already control us in some way. I drop bait. They control us already in some type of way or in every way of our life, but I also think that the actual aliens, they're still a real thing. I think they could have both of them existing simultaneously. I think the real aliens are here. They're doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Shout out to y'all. Not in the public. That's why I said they're in the water too.
They're somewhere like nobody can find them, or even probably the government has them.
That's something else that could be like tied into the Titanic thing, the submarine thing. Like it could be real aliens that for some reason took out the submarine, which I believe that the aliens that are here don't have any violent intentions. I think they're just here to watch us or some shit like that, or help us in some way. But it could be real aliens that are violent, which I think that's highly unlikely. Could be fake aliens, which would be the government killing these people, and then staging some kind of alien invasion shit to happen after this. Or it could be, which I heard on the Hey Babe podcast recently. Shout out to the Hey Babe podcast. Nobody's I don't know why I'm shouting out a big podcast, but Andrew Santino was on there recently, and he made a good point about a plane which somebody had was trying to get rid of somebody on a plane, and they got rid of the plane. I think that's another highly likely thing that would have happened to the Titanic submarine. Was that there was somebody on that on the submarine that needed to go away for somebody, so they got him away and got rid of the submarine.
Another thing I've seen that's really unusual. These dudes, they were under the water exploring stuff towards the depth of the floor, and they supposedly seen another body of water underneath the water.
That's right.
When they even mentioned this, they was in a submarine and they tried to go down into that water that was in the water, and it bounced them off completely like a bounce ball hitting a wall that just bounced.
I remember that shit. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was they I seen something on it, and they were saying it's like the fucking what was it, the lagoon from SpongeBob, the lake underwater that they always go to. They compared it to that, and I think that might have been what it actually was whatever the lagoon in SpongeBob was supposed to be. But yeah, that's weird. That could be something else. The Hollow Earth theory.
Just like the same incidents in that one theory where I see people in icebergs and into ice, and they look into a little cave, and they seem, I forgot what it was, but it was something in Antarctica or somewhere, and they
was it a UFO ship?
No, it was the dude said a whole other world.
Oh, okay. See if you can find something on that then. I think that the Hollow Earth theory is a very real thing. Not a very real thing, but I think it's a plausible theory, honestly. Call me crazy. But there's a lot of things that could be true with the Hollow Earth theory. That water under the water that the submarine couldn't go through recently, that could be just an entrance to the Hollow Earth. Look up iceberg or Antarctica Hollow Earth opening or Hollow Earth entrance. I remember reading up on the Hollow Earth when I was younger, and it was there was this captain back in the day, a long time ago, the 1900s, and he supposedly, I think if I remember correctly, he flew to go to see Antarctica, and they saw a giant ass fucking entrance in the North Pole, a hole, a huge hole that goes, and they supposedly flew into the hole and discovered an entire Hollow Earth civilization. Evidently, there's a bunch of entrances to the Hollow Earth, and it was said that there was the sun, the core of our Earth is actually a sun, and there's land that does its thing. Water underneath the ocean. What we got here? The brine pool.
I just think how all of this is it's crazy, to be honest. But what it is, I forgot what they said this was. This is not even. It looks like dead crabs.
It's the graves of the crabs. Let's move on from this other stuff. My my life's been changing. It's been changing. It's really weird how things are different now. It's very different. For the good, for the bad. Just gonna make it though. Just gotta push through. This is why I'm doing this now, because it's something that there's a lot of things I want to do with my life. I want to do so much, but with little time to do it. That's why I'm saying fuck it and just trying to just fucking rip the Band-Aid off and do it. That's why I'm doing this podcast earlier than I want to do, and just start doing it, man. Give my life some fucking purpose or something, you know, because I've always been the type of person to procrastinate. I've always just slacked off and said, fuck it, I'm gonna try not to work as hard, and just slack off. But in recent years, it's been more of I need to work hard as fuck to get what I want, be that physically, professionally, or mentally, which is something that gotta work on. But just gotta push through, work hard, and just fucking get it done, you know, get everything I want to do in my life done, and keep doing it. So recently I've been up on stage a couple of times doing comedy. Comedy's a big thing in my life. It's a big joy. I've been listening to the comedy podcasts for a while now, and you know, they keep you really focused. They keep you focused on what you're doing most of the time, but you also get to have a conversation without having the conversation. I actually heard that that was a comparison, or not a comparison, but somebody was talking about podcasts, and they said it was like you are there to you want to have an interesting conversation, but you're at work or something, and you're doing something, you can't have that conversation. You put on a podcast, you can have that conversation. You can learn new things. It's like you're being present with the people you're listening to, and I like that. I like being on the level as people I like to listen to. That's what I want to do with this. I want to build a platform. I want to help out local artists. I want to put their name out there. I just want to do a lot. I've done a lot of things in my life I'm not really proud of, but I want to just one day I just snapped, became a different person. I don't feel like the person I used to be, and I just want to help others and help myself and learn new things about this fucking world. There's a lot of things about this world that's just it's weird. Yeah, one day you just kind of start to understand this shit a lot better and how it works. But comedy's awesome. I've been up on stage a couple of times now. I realize that I'm not that funny.
But I want to end off with, don't say bad things to each other, like fuck you and I hate you and shit like that, you know? It's fucked up. We're all the same fucking being. We're all the same thing. We're all the same. Yeah. Everybody's the fucking same. That's a good tip for everybody to live by. Today I called at least 3 other fucking drivers a cunt because of their fucking dumbass driving. How do you not know how to use a fucking blinker? What's going on with that? All right, thank you so much.
Out on stage, gonna work on that because that's something else that I want to use to break out of my shell and just have fun with my life, you know. Yeah, that's things are looking good. Things are looking good. They're looking up. But yeah. Anything you would have liked to add? So yeah, this has been the Meat Sauce Podcast. It may not be a long episode, which I'm completely fine with. I just wanted to just talk about shit, and I don't know. It's something I want to do. I've been wanting to do, and I want to keep doing it. And this episode might not come out till a week after we film it, but that's okay. That's how I want it to work. Yeah, this has been the Meat Sauce Podcast. I'm Austin Cruz, and good night.